SD Nation, welcome to the channel, Stroke Daddy, where we love golf so much we give it extra strokes. You're in for a special treat. You're in for a legendary experience. We got a legend in the building. You will be golfing with me, Malcolm Greenhouse, and I also go by Mr. Hit It Again, because if I don't hit it good the first time, guess what? I'm gonna hit it again. And to the left of me, I got my rollie with me. Go ahead and give that introduction.
It's your favorite golfer's favorite golfer, Big Fan, aka the long stroker. If you ain't stroking it long, you did it wrong.
I like to play golf, she call me Stroke Daddy. I stroke her so good, she yell Stroke Daddy. She know daddy long legs, she know step daddies. But when she met me, she met a Stroke Daddy. I like to play golf, she call me Stroke Daddy. I stroke her so good, she yell Stroke Daddy.
As he mentioned, we got a legendary guest with us today. This individual is a member of the African American Golf Hall of Fame. This person has come and won the NAACP President's Award. This person has won the Jefferson Award for public service, where he came in first in the local area in Cincinnati, Ohio, but then he came in second at the national level. Those are just some of the accolades. He currently sits as the president of Reaching Out for Kids, which is an amazing foundation that gives back to the community and helps kids get into the game of golf. So I can't do this man justice. Mr. Ron, do you mind coming in and telling the folks looking in the camera and telling SD Nation who you are?
Okay, my name's Ron Dumas. I'm an assistant pro at Avonfield Golf Course. And this golf course was built back in 1914, the oldest public golf course west of Allegheny. I've been here caddying since 1968. I've been part of this golf course.
We got a lot of things we want to talk about, but you were telling us about the origin of the course. Tell us a little bit about the origin of you. How did you get started in the game of golf?
Well, and you got to go back to 1968 when I started caddying for Jimmy Woods.
Okay.
And the course is very hilly. Didn't know nothing about golf at that particular time. And I was playing football for P&O, Parchment and Orders, and they said you can come over to Avon and make money by caddying. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I did. And then I met Jimmy Woods and started caddying for him on Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays. And from there, watching him and all the different pros that he played with got me interested in golf. But I caddied for 2 years before I decided to swing a golf club myself.
Oh, wow.
And then after that, by caddying, I kept watching what he was doing, watching what Dick James was doing, Dick Plummer, and Wayne Kelly, and then I started coming out trying to practice. Of course, swinging at the golf ball, I can hit the dirt further than I hit the ball. But if you was going fishing, I killed worms every second.
Hey, that's still, I love it. I still have that.
So my thing was not to shoot 100, and so I would shoot 98, 91, 90. I stayed in the 90s, and then eventually, after several months, I was able to get the ball off the ground. But starting off in golf is like anything else. You got to practice. Yeah. And I kept practicing until I got a little better at it.
Was there a particular moment when you was caddying that made you really like, this game could be all right? Like, I think I can get into this. Was there a particular moment for you?
There were several times, and that's when Jimmy Woods set the course record up at Sherwin Woods, imagine last name Woods, and caddied for him when he shot a 64 with no bogeys. And I said, I love to do that with you. Love to do that. Yeah. And then I started practicing more and more and more. And because of that, I got on the golf team. We didn't have a golf team down at Porter or Hayes. And I went to Taft for 1 year, couldn't get a golf team there. So Oscar Gamby got me a special transfer to go play golf at Woodward.
Nice,
and so
nice.
I was kind of nervous. And Sherwin Woods happened to be our home course. And playing with Mr. Freeman, who was the golf coach, we went out the first time. I was nervous. I was so nervous. Playing with the coach and trying to make the team. And I remember par 36, I shot a 42. He shot 40 and he beat me. Mm-hmm. And I told him afterwards, you'll never beat me again. And he said he made a challenge. He never beat me again.
There you go. There you go.
I was at Woodward, but the challenge was to relax and play your game.
Yeah.
And I got used to it. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Until you start playing, you don't realize how nervous you get in front of the ball. The ball is not moving or anything, but it's intimidating.
Yeah. It's intimidating. And, it's not as easy as people think it is, trying to make the ball do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And instead of the ball going left, right, hitting it in the water, hitting it in the woods, hitting it in sand traps. It's a lot of practice goes into golf. There's a lot of sacrifice. You have to determine yourself, is this what you really want to do? So it's what I wanted to do, so I had to give up some things. Yeah. Baseball. I played baseball for Wendell Young, who happened to be on city council. It happened to be a Cincinnati policeman. I played baseball for Roland Harris. And it's like, I got to give up baseball now because I got to play golf. Yeah. And then I got to give up football which I still like playing rugby and doing other things like that, but it's like I got to practice.
Yeah.
So at the age of 12 to 17, I practiced every day. There's a guy named Mr. Stargo, and we used to have heaters, and we would warm up golf balls an hour before in the winter, like I got a winter hat on now, and before we went and play golf, we played one golf ball per hole. You wrap a towel around them, and in December and January, you act like it was the 4th of July because you played one golf ball a hole. It may be 25 degrees outside, but we played all winter. The only time we didn't play golf, it was snow on the ground, it was lightning. Me and him played so much golf. I learned so much from Coach Stargo by playing golf and everything with him. But it made me a better golfer. It made me, I didn't have a life. My life was school and stepping onto the golf course and going to baseball fields, practicing. I mean, I would come out when everybody else go to a party on a Saturday night or a Friday night.
Yeah.
I'd be up here practicing till 1 in the morning. I start putting at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. I wouldn't stop putting till about 1 o'clock.
Wow. That's sacrificing.
You had to separate yourself.
And it's interesting you say that because I always say you can be a jack of all trades and a master of nothing. So you giving up all those to focus in on one thing. That's how you here today, and that's why we want to interview you.
So it all paid off.
Yeah.
So, all right, before because you made me think about this when you were talking about hitting balls in the water. All right, what's the difference between a pro golfer's diet and an amateur golfer's diet?
What's the difference? But now you open up a can of worms.
So the pro golfer eats a lot of the greens, whereas the amateur golfer's diet consists of a lot of water. Because ironically, you guys hit more greens than we hit a lot more water. So, but yeah, no, I know you mentioned a lot of practice. So actually, we have the opportunity to be on the range today. So we want to hit some balls while we ask you some questions and work on our game if that's okay. And please feel free to share tips because I think we can use them. A 42 was a bad day for you. That'd be a great day for us.
Man, that'd be.
So we'll go ahead and get started hitting some balls. But
all right, SD Nation, I'm with Mr. Ron. He about to give me some tips. Finn, the host, he introduced me to the game after he'd been playing for 6 months and been playing a lot. So he's a little ahead of me in his game. So I'm trying to catch up, and Mr. Ron's gonna help me so I can get on his level. All right. So I'm about to do my little setup.
Do your little setup. I want you to swing at least several times, hit the ball before I start with you. I want to see what you're doing.
Now every time I fix my grip, I kind of close my face, so I've been working on that.
Okay.
So it'll be a little behind me.
So now you're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, now what I want you to notice in sports, name me one sport you stand straight up in.
None.
None, is what's the right answer. So why are you standing straight up then?
Dang, I didn't even realize I was standing straight
You're
up.
standing straight up. Every sport you have to bend your knees. And when he takes the club back, take it back. See there? See how straight that is? It's straight up in the air. Now stand straight up for a minute. Stand straight up. Just stand up. Stand straight up. Straight up. I want you to stand straight up. Put your feet together.
Put your feet
together. Make them touch. Now, when he was taking practice swings, he was missing the mat because he was standing up. Now, bend your knees. Bend your knees. Put the club out some. This way. Up there. No. Bring it toward me. Now, hit the mat. Keep your feet together. Keep your knees. Hit the mat. Go ahead. Swing it. Hit the mat again. That was good. Hit the mat again. See that? Now his knees are bent, he's hitting the mat. But it's the same way he's on grass, you have to be able to take a divot. Once you straighten up, you can't hit the ball. You're gonna top the ball, you're gonna miss the ball. Stand up now, look at me for a minute.
That's what I do a lot. I top the ball a lot.
You top the ball because there's 3 ways of missing the ball. 1, up and down. As you watch people up and down straighten their legs, they're gonna top the ball. So when you stand up, you're gonna miss the ball. Other thing is, with your feet together, you're gonna find out 26 things. If you overswing, you're gonna lose your balance, okay? So when you overswing, you're gonna have a reverse C, you're gonna miss the ball, you're gonna lose your balance. The other one is, what you was doing pretty good, stopping. You never stop your swing. Get the right hand up to the left ear, a full swing. Now, Pros hit the ball in the water.
Yeah.
They hit it in the traps, hit it in the woods. We know it's fairway. But we know when we get to the next shot, we've done one of those three things wrong. We either lost the balance, straightened up the wrong knee, or we stopped on our swing. So we know the correct what to do when we get to the next shot. Now put your feet together. Come up to the ball, put the club behind the ball. Feet together, bend your knees. I want you to swing your arms. Don't worry
hit the ball.
I want you to hit the ball. Okay. Do it again. See how your feet try to dance with your feet? So we eliminate these bad habits you got. It's easy to help people try to keep your foot steady. It's hard to keep your balance. Swing your arms. And see, you're cheating because your feet ain't together. You saw the movie The Karate Kid?
Right,
He went to learn karate. Look at my feet here. My feet are touching. Ain't no gap in between, they touch it. He went to learn karate. He was teaching him how to blacks wax on, wax off. With your feet together, it's teaching you a golf swing. And you need to keep your feet together. It's not how far you hit it. We're trying to get accuracy right now.
Gotcha.
Trying to develop your golf swing.
So what's pretty amazing?
See right there?
Yep.
You did this. He stopped. Because you know why you stopped, don't you?
No.
You feel like you was going to lose your balance, wasn't you?
I did.
I know. There you go. That means don't swing so hard.
It's so funny because these two have never in the recent years seen each other as far as the golf game. And it's so funny that before you ever saw him hit a ball, you were able to tell by his practice swings how he misses. And I play with him a lot, and I can confirm those are his misses, which is pretty funny.
He's straightening his legs up.
Wow.
Now, swing your arms, keep your knees bent, swing your arms. And every time you hit the mat, you're going to hit a good shot.
Yep.
Every time you miss the mat, you're going to top the ball, and at that one, he swung through. But when he swing and stop, it ain't going to happen. Keep those feet together. Now, if he separate his feet, let's have him paint this building again.
I like the sound of that. Little manual labor.
Okay, let's see where the club went. One. And that's where the ball. Now, I want you to do something different here.
All right.
See that red and white pole there? I want you to swing your hands and the club toward that.
Okay.
Because right now, when you get here, you're stopping right here. Swing your club.
Flippy.
Get that right hand up to your left ear.
This, okay.
All the way up to your left ear. That's not your left ear. Take a practice swing. Take a practice swing.
Okay.
Now, get it up to your left ear, the right hand. There you go. There you go. That's what we want. But hit the mat.
Okay.
Every time you swing, we want you to hit that mat. See, the mat ain't going nowhere. The mat's going to be there. What's changing is your golf swing. And because this is new to you, I don't expect you to do it every time until you get used to hitting balls with your feet together. Now try it again. Now, this is cold enough, eventually perfect gnaw could be open. And watch me, look at me. When you do this like here, that's going skiing. This is golf. Okay.
Hey, that's funny.
Much better.
Look at that little
Much
baby
better.
draw.
Much better. That lets you know you swing, you did the correct thing.
I don't know,
Much
man.
better golf.
Because I don't need you getting better than me already.
That was a good swing.
10 minutes in, you already better than me.
That was a good swing. Do that again. Follow through. Nope. That's how you almost did that.
I did.
Now, let me tell you why you did that.
James Brown.
Let me tell you why you did that. Because you was too fast going back. It's not. It's a tempo, and this is what you learn with your feet together. The slower you go, the more accurate you get. When you spray it, you can speed it up. What we're looking for is accuracy. Here, go slow. When you go too fast and overswing, you did what you did then. You're gonna lose your balance.
That's funny. I tell him all the time, like once I start playing and hitting good shot, I start speeding up so much.
Don't speed it up. Remember, we're not looking for distance. We're trying to develop your golf swing. We're looking for accuracy. So slow it down. See, your hands stopped again.
I did.
See, you stopped.
Well, he works on balance, because he needs a lot of that right now. You know, thinking about golf, it's a very demanding sport in time. And you mentioned the sacrifices and things you had to do at a young age.
Right.
How has it worked with balancing work, life, family, and golf in this career?
Golf and trying to work everything, it's a thing where staying positive. And when you have a family, you have to put the time in early in the morning. And once you get married and got kids and things of this nature, it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do what the missus say. You got to let the kids practice.
Yep.
And the free time you have, you got to practice and make sure the practice is work. Because once you get on that golf course, you can't practice now.
That is very
Tournament time is tournament time.
Yeah.
You know, every stroke. You can mess up while you're practicing, but it's not easy. And that's a hard thing for golfers. And I don't know the statistics on divorces, nothing, but people have been married a long time. Finding, whether it's a woman finding the right man, whether it's a man finding the right woman, whether it's people play sports to understand, and it's hard. It's not easy. So if somebody's into golf or into basketball, the person, the opposite sex, got to understand in order for them to get to a certain level, they have to practice. They need practice, not just going to a tournament and play. And you have to have a good understanding and good relationships, men and women, with each other to make that happen. Bad relationships is going to make a bad golfer. Because if you're not making the wife happy, you ain't going to play no good round. You're
Right.
That's what I'm thinking about that.
That's
on that golf course, you're going to be scared to go home. Because you told the wife you was going to do this, you went to the golf course. A happy wife makes a happy life. But golfers, you have to practice, but you have to make sure when you're on the golf course, what's between your left and right ear is just golf. So you have to balance things at home to make sure everybody's happy and they understand what you're doing.
It's funny you say that. Just yesterday, my wife was like, "Oh yeah, you got another interview this weekend?" She was like, "I don't know about that." I was like, "Hey, we need this. Like, we giving people some good information, and if without your support, if she wasn't,
right.
I'll be here right now thinking about, dang, right now not being able to do a good interview and give the people what they need to see."
Your house is your castle.
It is.
This is a game.
Yeah.
It's a game
Right.
that you may love, that you want to get better at. But you got to take care of your castle first before you take care of this here.
Absolutely.
Because when you come here, whatever goes on that street is out there. You block all that out.
Right.
Because if you have a putt this long for an eagle,
Miss
for a
those.
birdie, for a par,
Yeah.
and you miss that putt, once you take that step away from that, it's gone. It's over.
You're right.
You can't think about that. You got to go to the next hole.
Yeah.
Golf teaches you a lot about life. You and your missus may not get along. Talk. Don't argue. Spend 30 minutes on something. After that, let it go.
Yeah.
Move on. Because it's a thing where you say, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And once you accomplish that, now you can go ahead and play.
We were just in Orlando. We played at Bella Colina, and I was playing terrible. But I carried my bad hole to the next hole, and that's like you said. That's one thing you can't do.
You gotta
you
let it
can't
go.
carry that to the next
can't
hole.
carry
Or
that.
you even the next shot. You can't carry one bad shot into the next shot.
It's a lot like we talk about in football. As defensive backs in high school and college, we learn you got to have that short-term memory. You got to be able to erase that because
You
you're
gotta
going
go.
to give up a pass. There's no player in the history of football that played more than one play that has not given up a pass.
Golf is 18 holes.
Yeah.
I can use myself as examples. I made a double bogey on the very first hole.
Yeah.
I'm 2 over. I still got 17 holes to play. I told myself all I want to do is try to make par the rest of the 9 until I get to the back 9. And I missed several greens, got up and down. I wasn't trying to make birdies. I wanted to hold on to just being 2 over. So when I did that, oh man, it was like stress was off my back. So now I'm starting over on the back 9. I get to the back 9, I shoot it 3 under par. I shot the front 9, 2 over, so I wind up 1 under for the day. Well, golf would teach you life lessons because that's the same way when you go home. Did you do this, honeydew? Did you do that, honeydew? Scratch off your lists, and then everybody's happy. Because when you're playing golf, or even forget golf, if you're at home to make the house happy, everybody got to communicate.
You're right.
Communicate, being consistent, and practice.
One of the things I was hearing you saying that about setting that goal for the 9, you set a short-term goal, right? So, you know, one of the things I was just thinking about as you were talking about that, when you started off your career, right, and you were thinking about, because one of the things I don't think we got to mention, you were the first local African-American to gain PGA playability, which, you know, I don't usually like to give a lot of credence to that because it almost feels like inferior, but this is uniquely special because you did it in a sport that had literally a Caucasian-only clause. So when you were, you know, doing these kind of things and you were achieving these, were you setting small goals along the way? How did you get to that
I
level?
was doing things that, I'm glad you mentioned that. I caddied for Jimmy Woods. Because of racism, there were so many golfers that was way better than me. But because of the time that they was brought up in, Kenny Brown, Jimmy Woods, Nate Jordan, they didn't have the opportunity to do that. I was not the best golfer. I was just the first locally, because we have other blacks around the country that did the same thing I'm doing. But locally, I did something because the time was right. And there was my mentor and other people could have passed many, many years.
That clause was removed in 1961. So when did you receive that availability or?
That was, I think, in 95 or 96.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
It was back then. And
So 30 years
you
later.
take it, but the first time I took it, I didn't pass.
Okay.
You know, I flunked the first time, and then I went back on the second time, and I passed it on the second go around because I wasn't in shape.
Oh, this is the one where you were telling me the story about you had to walk 36
You had to walk 36
You got to tell the people. Yeah, you got to tell people about this.
And then everything else has changed. And I practiced, and I thought playing Avon, playing 27 holes and things like that, I can walk 36.
Yeah.
And the pro here at the time, the sister pro named Billy Birch, caddied for me.
Yeah.
And I got to the 27th hole, and I was just, at the time you had to shoot 3 over. I was 1 over. And I said, Billy, I can't make it. My hands are swollen, my feet is tired, but you got to play another 9. I said, Billy, I just don't feel like it. He said, you can't quit right now. I said, Billy, I don't have nothing left. I had the smoothest 9 bogeys in a row. I wasn't in the woods. I was just hitting the ball in front of the green, get on in 3, 2 putt. And the part that I was telling you before, I was on, I don't know if it was 14 or 15, the par 3.
Yeah.
I missed the green right in front. I was only 5, 6 feet away from the pin. I told him, take the pin out. And the green was only 2 feet in front of me. I want to chip it in for a 2, even though I've been making bogeys. I went to chip it, and I was so tired. I chipped it 1 feet. I didn't get on the green. I was only 2 feet from trying to get on the green, and I still chipped it only that far. It still made a bogey. and it was just comical. It was out. So the next time, that was like in July. So I waited till October. It was a lot cooler, it wasn't in the 90s. And what I did was, I came to Avon, I ran all 18 holes, every tee. I practiced that 3 days a week, running. Not playing, because I knew I could play, but I had to get my body in shape.
Gotcha.
Had to get my mind in shape. I ran the whole time, so when I went back the next time, I shot the 36 under par.
Nice.
But physically, mentally, you got to block things out, and you have to have confidence, not be cocky, but have confidence in yourself. And you got to be what you were saying, diet-wise, no more fries.
I'm out.
Okay. Not too much pasta. You have to get ready because 36 holes is a lot of holes to walk.
If you want to find greens, you got to eat greens.
You got to eat greens.
I like it. I like it.
I like that.
I like to say that.
Greens, you got to eat greens. That's a good thing. I never looked at it that way. But I passed the second time. And it was a good thing for the kids because I was teaching the kids from Jamaica, and that's what Reaching Out for Kids started in Jamaica. And I brought it to Cincinnati because of the riots with Timothy Thomas.
Nice.
And I'm like, even though I was down in Lunkin, it's like, how do I get the kids from Indian Hills, Marie Mount, Mount Lookout, High Park to meet the kids from Avondale, Bond Hill, St. Bernard, and Reaching Out for Kids? That's what made me come up with the name. They had other junior programs, and this is long before First Tee. The Tony Ace program, I helped with that. But it's like I wanted all kids to come together just because golf. I don't care if you was born, your mother's on welfare, your family's a billionaire. Golf, it was just golf. And I can get through the racism by bringing all families together.
I seen the interview you did. You said when you went to Jamaica, you was like, what am I going to give these kids? And you was like, the only thing you knew was golf.
Right.
And that's what you did. You didn't try to steer away from what you knew, but you used what you knew to provide them an opportunity to learn.
And the people told me, people come on vacation. Miss Murney, she said, we know, I told her I'd be back in 30 days. She didn't believe me. I
Yeah.
told her to get me 15 kids together.
Yeah.
I had the guy that owned WCIN at the time, he sent the golf clubs down there. I got golf clubs from all different golf courses, and the clubs got there the day before I got there. Well, 15 kids turned into 75 kids. 75 kids turned into 125.
Yeah.
And all, you know, to change life, I knew golf.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I can bring everybody together on the golf. I watched what Jimmy Woods did and who he was playing with, and they laughing, having fun. It brought folks together.
Yeah.
And so that's what I wanted to do. Bring people together outside to enjoy nature and to get away from the atmosphere of whatever neighborhood they came from. They could come here and be relaxed, feel safe, and have fun.
I love that, and I think that's a big reason why we're doing this podcast, and we're trying to reach out to more kids because the sport is growing. I saw a statistic: golf is the second largest growing youth sport right now, which is fantastic. I think it was up 32% over the time frame that the study was done. But because of you sticking with your passion and doing something you love, you know, you've been able to have a huge impact. And reaching out for kids specifically has won you the Jefferson Award for public service. So when you think about all of the awards, all the accolades, all the amazing things you've been able to do, is there any award or program or anything that sticks out to you the most that you've really been proud of?
You know, what I'm proud of is the kids from Jamaica who had nothing, who eat once a day.
Yes.
They used to call me Mr. Santa Claus. Get them out of Jamaica, to get them to the United States, to get them scholarships to Grambling, to watch them graduate, to watch them help their families, and to watch them do things to get better. You said something, what I get. I got more from them than I was able to give them. The smiles on their face and things of this nature, I feel like I still got to get more. The kids here, Jonathan Coleman, heck of a golfer. I remember taking him to the Junior World. I think he was 9 years old or 10 years old. He was excited, telling his father, how many tees? Look at all the tees. What about the tournament? He was worried. I told his father, don't worry about that. He's going to be okay. His father got mad because he collected tees. Okay.
And can you say that name one more time? What was
Jonathan Coleman.
Jonathan
Coleman became one of the best golfers in Cincinnati. Got him a scholarship at Grambling. He playing now on a mini tour.
Nice.
And he's a scratch golfer. But watching him from 9 years old, just collecting tees, now he can shoot par at any golf course.
That's amazing.
And Jonathan's a heck of a guy. And Kevin Hall was right along with him. Kevin was in many, many programs, and me and Kevin talk a lot, and I help Kevin with things that he has problems with, even though he's deaf. Kevin's an amazing golfer himself. He's still playing. Jonathan's still playing. The kids from Jamaica still playing. But reaching out for kids is not about me.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate to have board members and everybody to see the things that I see. Is how do we get these kids educated?
Yeah.
Reaching out for kids. I knew golf, and somebody asked me a question, what happens when the kid turned 18? I said, I hadn't thought about it. What about, because I had so many kids, and that I said, well, I'm gonna start looking for colleges for them to go to.
Yeah.
So my job in the wintertime is to find out how can I get these kids in school.
That's amazing.
And doing that, we've had over 200 kids graduate from college, and 100 and something was the first people in their family to ever go to college.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot of colleges like Grambling, like Hampton, like Southern, working with my program to get kids through school.
From doing this podcast and these interviews, what we have really learned is when you lean into what you love, that love leans back.
But they come, Jonathan come back, he teaches the kids.
Yeah.
I have people coming back in the city, and that's what they do help. And they helping other kids, because all I told them I want for them, don't forget where you come from.
Yeah.
Help other kids. No money, don't forget where you come from, and help people just like you.
Yeah.
And that's all I ask.
That's why we come back here. This is why the first episode makes so much sense to come back here where it started for us.
Yeah.
And so, you know, one of the things I know you mentioned about Kevin Hall being deaf, that you have overcome an obstacle, and you spoke about your dyslexia in the past. And so.
And the dyslexia is something people shouldn't be ashamed of. I was embarrassed for years. I wouldn't even talk about dyslexia, because when you get up in the 8th, 9th grade, nobody knew what it was in the 70s, and they would laugh at you. They give you medicine and calm you down, and because you came to school every day, they pass you, but they wasn't helping you.
Yeah.
And later on in life, I met a person by the name of Dr. Shagag, and him and his wife, Jeanette Shagag, found out by sending me to Dr. Chess what I had. Well, he passed away, Dr. Chess passed away, so I withdrew back into a closet, hiding it.
Yes.
But I got around people like Jeff Fine, Regina Stargo, people I know that's on my board, and I'm not ashamed of it no more. So my first time telling the general public about it was at the NAACP Award. I mentioned it at the award with a crowd of people. I don't know how many people. I might have knew 12 of them there, but I told them dyslexia is nothing to be ashamed of. But so I was not afraid to tell the public about dyslexia, and I've done a lot of things having dyslexia. Think about it. I worked for the county for 32 years. I'm a golf pro since the 90s. I have my own business, Rely Supply.
Right.
I have my own nonprofit, Reaching Out for Kids. So you can achieve anything if you stick with it, put the work in, don't be ashamed of it, because we all born with something.
Yes.
And I have so many people around me showing me love to help me with so much. And that's why I'm here where I am today. So, and like I said, you read stuff, you might have heard in one of my things, it's not about me. It's about everybody else around me.
And I know you're one of the most humble human beings we've ever met. I mean, one of the things that I've always heard, whether it was an interview, whether it was just having a off-camera conversation with you, you're always very proud of how other people have been able to grow, how other people have been able to achieve from the things that, you never take credit and say, I did, me. It's always they, we, them.
Because that's true. That's true. It's not about me. I wouldn't be standing in front of you if it wasn't for the people who helped me. If I had to thank a people, it'd be 200 to 300 people that I have to thank. Some people still here, some people not here to enjoy, mother and father being one, Clyde Davis, some other, I can name a bunch of people who have impacted my life to where I am today. But what I took from everybody, I took a little bit of this. I practiced what Clarence Clemens told me. I practiced what Dr. Chagall told me. I practiced what Jimmy Woods told me. I took a little bit of something from everybody to make me who I am today. So what I do with that, I pass it on to the kids.
What was a round of golf you played and that made you the most proud?
Anytime I hit a bad shot, I did what Jimmy Woods do. I laugh. So the thing that I'm proud of is to be in Jimmy's footsteps. And you didn't know whether he was shooting a 65 or an 85, because if he hit a bad shot, he would laugh. I learned that from him. So to be most proud of something, just to be able to play, just to be able to go to the golf course, just to be able to get on the golf course, that's what I'm proud of.
I love that.
But it's not about me getting the kids on the golf course. And teaching them how to control their anger. And
I'm working on that myself.
But see, you're not going to hit good shots all the time. Because you hit a bad shot, it ain't over. Go to the next shot.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to laugh. I had a lot of bad shots, so I'm going to do a lot of laughing.
Anytime you hit a bad shot, laugh it off, go to the next thing. But remember what I told you. There's 3 ways to miss a golf ball. Standing up, overswinging, losing your balance, and don't follow through. Practice those. You'd be surprised how your golf how to change. Practice putting is more than you practice hitting golf balls. Because think about it. What club do you hit more than any club in your bag? Your putter. You hit your putter. People come to the driving range, look at the putting green.
It's
Anybody
empty.
over there? Okay.
You're right.
You need to spend more time on the putting green than any part. Because once you build confidence in your putting, you can be 200 yards out. You're going for that flag, because if you miss the green, you know you can get up and down. Putting builds confidence. So do that.
Well,
and the last thing I want to say to you, because on the other question, remember, if the queen's happy, a happy life makes a happy wife.
I like that. I like that. Let's see. I know it takes a village, from what you're saying, of all the people who've helped you, and I know it's going to definitely take him a village to get his game together. So, you want to hit a couple more, and then I'd just like to, hear from you a little bit more while he hits a couple more. Just talking about, some of your favorite courses you've played at, some of the favorite places you've played, and things like that.
Okay. Put them feet together.
I'm gonna aim for the rib.
Okay. There's a course in Palm Springs. I was scared to take a divot. This course, the willow, was well manicured. They fairways look like our putting greens. Good shot.
Wow.
And I was scared, the flowers, the water, the look. I was scared to take it because I didn't want to take a divot to mess up this golf course. It was sharp. It was a good golf course.
It's called the Willow?
It's called the Willow in Palm Springs. I was very proud to play Pebble Beach, because I watched it on TV so much, and my buddy Norman is assistant pro there. And so when he invited me and my brother to come out to play Pebble Beach, I took my time.
Nice.
I took my time in certain holes I would see. I wanted to make sure I parred. I wanted to make sure that par 3 going downhill, I hit the green, I parred that hole. I parred that long par 5 going up the hill. I wanted to make sure I didn't embarrass myself on 18, the par 5 one, because there was still people sitting around there. So being a kid watching that and to get to play that golf course, that was exciting.
Oh, I bet.
That was exciting.
I bet. That's we played it on a simulator, and it felt iconic. I can't imagine the real views playing it in real life.
You see number 17, you see number 11 or 12, and you see 18, and these holes come in your mind about.
What's
the whole? It's the par 3.
7 and 7, the iconic par 3. 7. Oh yeah. I'm trying to think. I played in Palm Springs back in 2018. It's where they did the Career Builder
That's
tournament.
the PGA West golf course on the part of PGA West.
So I played there when I went there. That was, I know what you mean about like, ooh, do I want to take a divot? I would say. Have you played any in Vegas?
I played so many courses in Vegas. I played courses in Summerlin. I played courses in downtown Vegas. My brother lives in Vegas.
Okay.
And so we go to all kind of different courses in Vegas to play, whether it's in Henderson,
Boulder City.
Boulder City, we play there. I don't play probably about 19 different courses in Vegas.
We went to Vegas a couple months ago, and I got to play at Wolf Creek, and that was one of the courses I was like, okay, I want to get good. I want to be able to play at courses.
You got to
like
go
this.
play the Desert Inn.
The Desert Inn.
The Desert Inn. You'll love that.
No, I played Painted Desert.
The Desert Inn.
Okay.
You'll love that. But
have you played Cascada?
Cascada, I played that too.
That's probably to your point about not wanting to take a divot. I mean, when you go through and you see those doors open, I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. My game is not good enough. But hole 1, I striped a 310-yard drive straight down that narrow fairway. I was like, I belong here, all right?
But the whole thing is that's why you got to take that sand on the back of the cart and fill that divot.
Fill those divots.
Fill that divot up. Correct.
Well, I had a lot of time in the sand, and they told me because of rattlesnakes, I couldn't go get my ball. So.
And it is rattlesnakes. You will hear them. You may not see them, but don't go nowhere near them.
I ain't go nowhere near them. I lost a lot of balls. I just put it that way. Ooh, I like that.
He's getting much better.
Yeah. Oh, man. Let me warm up.
I'm coming for you.
I see.
He's hitting better shots now.
Everyone in the contact I'm so glad you showed him that, because I think that's such an important thing that, I'm a decent golfer. I'm a 9-10 handicap player, so I can go out there and strike the ball.
See what he did with his
He got
real quick, but look, we watch your feet do this. You start dancing with your feet.
Yep.
I call it perfect north. You actually you was on skis.
That's our favorite place to go too.
Perfect north.
And for the viewers, Perfect North is a ski snowboard resort, not about an hour north of here. So we're an hour west of here.
Yeah. Over in Indiana.
You're playing golf. You're not skiing. But some people call it happy feet. So keep your feet together and don't get happy with them.
I'm gonna start calling him James Brown. He keep
James
going.
Brown, keep dancing. Huh?
Yeah.
But this is new to him. See how he stopped?
Right.
He stopped.
It don't feel comfortable.
But
now that you say that, I knew exactly what I did.
But see, look, what happens is you're going to know when you lose your balance. You're going to know when you stand up. And you're going to know when you stop. But see, you hit more good shots than bad shots. Just swing your arms. Don't worry about your body. Your body going to turn when you swing your arms.
Yes. See? Look at
much
that.
Better,
you might hit the
better.
flag.
Much better. Much better.
Oh, nice shot.
Much better. Now I'm going to show you a little trick here. You can put the club down. Just lay it on the ground.
I'll just lay it.
In fact, you get over here. You both can learn this real quick here. This for both of you. Now widen your stance like you're going to hit a ball. Okay. Now I want you to take your right hand, put it behind your back. Put your left hand out here. Like you're here. Now take it back like you're going to swing. Take it all the way back like you're going to hit. Now stop right there. All you took was your arms back. You see how your body turned?
It did.
Now put the left arm behind your back and take your right hand and put it out here. Okay, now take your right hand back. You see there? So you're trying to turn your body. Once you swing your arms, your body's going to turn anyway. This is what we call military golf. As long as you swing it, and that's what we call it left, right, left. Once you do that, see, he's turning on his own. So why are you trying to turn?
That's a good point. I don't need to do it. Just take the arms there.
What's happening with him with his feet together, he's doing this. He's trying to turn his body. Your arms are going to turn your body for you.
That's funny.
I like
that's
that.
why, remember, you kept hearing me say, swing your arms, swing your arms.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You ain't say swing your hips or nothing else. Not one time.
Them arms.
No.
And
I want you to develop
Oh,
your
Lord.
golf swing.
Ooh.
And this is developing your golf swing. don't know why B's out right now.
I know it's too cold, you would think.
Keep the knees bent, just swing your arms. He already got it. He lost his balance a little, but he got it. Swing your arms, just keep your balance. But when you ain't got to take it, swing, hit it hard. We're looking for accuracy. That's all we're looking for. Look at that.
Thank you so much for the time you spent with us here on this lesson and everything as well, for sure.
You know the things to practice on.
Yes.
Keep your feet together. Learn. You don't stand up. You don't overswing. And you don't stop. Okay?
I'm going to try to think of 3 B's. Balance, bend,
And
back. So, I don't know, something to get
we
got to think of a 3rd B, but I like that.
Think of this. Your right hand to your left ear.
Right hand to the left ear.
That's finishing. That way you'll finish at all times. Get it up to the left ear. Finish your swing. There you go.
I like
when your hands around here by your waist or below your shoulder, you punch it, you're going to hit a bad shot. And you swing it in all your magazines, you see everybody's hands up here.
Yep, they always finish high.
Always finish high.
Yep.
Always finish high.
Well, thank you so much again. We'll go up here to the clubhouse, get out of this cold a little bit.
Okay.
And reaching out for kids, is it anywhere the SD Nation can go and like make a donation, or how can they assist in any way?
This is we're online called Reaching Out for Kids, and you can make a check out. The foundation is on there. It's a nonprofit, and you will see the address, phone numbers, everything is online.
All right, nice. And that's Reaching Out for Kids.
Reaching Out for Kids.
And is it .com or .org?
Yeah, that's .com.
.com. ReachingOutForKids.com. Please make a donation. He has helped over 13,000 kids since 1995. So Reaching Out for Kids, SD Nation.
And let me show you this inside.
So yeah, I would love to see the Trackman that you guys just finished, actually, literally yesterday. So this is a great place. As unfortunately, being in Cincinnati, Ohio, it gets a little cold out here, so we needed somewhere for the kids and people to come.
The kids can come inside and practice.
Yeah, come in and get some warm practice.
Well, we have a table we put in here. I took it out right now. Where we feed the kids. This is the boys' bathroom, the girls' bathroom. Here we've been working, and right here, we just finished this yesterday. We put the Trackman here, so a left-hand golfer could stand here,
amazing.
a right-hand golfer could stand there, and it'll be for the kids. And I'm gonna spend the next 6 months learning how to do it.
How to do it.
Correct.
Hey, those things are such, an immense tool.
It is.
That can teach you everything from face, club path, angle, everything.
See, right here is the golf courses you can play here. Is the kids' games here. The PGA courses here. There's 280 courses here. And there's a lot of kid games that you can play that the kids enjoy. I tried playing some of them, and I'm not good at them yet, but I'm learning.
Because of the technology with Trackman and everything else, I think the kids are going to get really, really good. In the next 20 years, they're going to be doing some incredible stuff.
And you can see back here in 2021 when they dedicated this building to me, and you asked Reaching Out for Kids, Inc.
Never been in here.
Okay. Well, that's the game thing here. And you said .com, but it's Reaching Out for Kids, Inc. I want you to see that there.
Okay.
And over here, they did put it up here, the website, but Reaching Out for Kids, the classroom, and the whole 9 yards. They dedicated it to me. Here is the grill. Excuse for this place being messed.
I love that sign.
But this is where we feed the kids at. This is our grill. We take it outside. Kids that don't have clubs, we got left hand, right hand,
Look at all the
we got everything inside
equipment
here.
they have.
Equipment you can see for the kids in here.
I remember when you built our first set for us out of that base, the attic up there at the clubhouse.
But every kid gets his own set of golf clubs in the program. These are kids come in that don't have golf clubs, so we do it that way.
Nice.
And people could donate clubs to you all, because I can't tell you how many garage sales and Facebook Marketplace.
People do that too. They donate a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
The place kind of messed up right now.
That's okay. You guys are doing all this construction. This is
we building and built this here for the kids to come in. The plexiglass go over that window. And
that's gonna be needed.
So we got things going on that the kids gonna love, the adults gonna love. But this is Reaching Out for Kids building.
I love it.
I love it.
Thank you. Yes, I need to build one of these in my house so I can start practice.
You still gonna shoot a 95?
I will still go shoot a 95. You
Let
are
me show you
clear.
something here. Since you know Curtis Fuller, that was with Channel 9. He's up here. Captain Nate was the person you called me. His some of the volunteers I put there.
Oh,
some
wow.
of the kids. Chief Elliott was the chief of police. His daughter grew up through the program. They're at the bottom. Curtis Fuller. It's a lot of our volunteers and certain kids I put up here.
We went to school with her daughter.
Okay. Well, that's the chief of police. What
Nice.
he was.
He golfs as
he
well?
Retired. He plays golf. That's correct.
Oh, so we're gonna have to get him on.
Yeah.
He plays golf. Yeah, but those are some of the volunteers and some of the kids' pictures, and I put some there. Now here, I'm gonna put a lot of kids' pictures up over here as well on this one. But there's thousands and thousands of pictures I have, and I just put certain ones up there. I'm proud of that little 4-year-old girl right there swinging at the end in the yellow. I took that. She's an attorney today.
Wow. Right here in the
Right
yellow
there.
skirt.
That is correct. She's a lawyer today.
Nice.
And guess what? Look at the one in the pink. All pink
here.
right there. They became pen pals and went to law school together. But they met here doing Reaching Out for Kids.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's just the kind of impact. And they always say, you know, some people go, or coaches impact more people sometimes in one season or 1 year than most average people get to impact in their entire lifetime.
But Reaching Out for Kids is just what it is. That's why I didn't call it Ron Dumas or Ron. I called it Reaching Out for Kids because I didn't want no kid to be left out. Like I said earlier, where he's born, him or her born in Indian Hills, or him and her born in Over the Rhine. I want to bring everybody together. It's nothing to do with finance, parents, politics. It's golf. That's all. It's golf. That's why you see a diversity there. It's just golf.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Like you said, boys, girls,
everybody.
Different
I have
ethnicities.
everything. I have Spanish kids, I have Asian kids, have handicapped kids. It doesn't matter.
Because you even taught somebody that was blind one time.
That's correct. I taught a blind guy. That was my hardest golf lesson, trying to teach somebody. He went to Sharon Woods and the pro up there said, go down to Abbott. I ain't never taught nobody blind. But I learned how we helped each other.
And that just say a lot about your character, because he went to one place and they said go down with you.
They come down to me and
they
it's
know
like,
you was gonna be determined and gonna find a way.
I work with him and him and his wife. They continue to play every week.
That just say a lot about you as a man. Like.
But thank you. But I never taught nobody blind but him. I didn't know how. I had to go look at my old bag of tricks to figure that one out.
Hey, that would be tough.
But we learned at the same time. I learned a lot from him as well. And that's what's neat about teaching people. It's not all, but go again, it's not always about you. You always got to build relationships and learn everybody else's needs. Learn what their needs are and how you can help them to make them a better person.
So when you was teaching him, was there anything you learned that you was able to put in your toolbox from?
Excellent, because he can't see. So what I put in my toolbox is feel. I walked, told him how far things was away. I closed my eyes and putted for feel. So I taught him the same thing. Close your eyes, tell you which way to aim. Feel, distance, understanding, patience. And that's what I learned from him.
Nice.
Patience and take your time.
Nice.
Take your time.
Nice.
Well, I know you're done for the day. I got 9 holes to go whoop his butt on. So
he gonna play better this time. He knows what to do. He knows not to stand up this time.
Even if I gotta put my legs together, playing, make it happen.
Let's shut this door here.
Yeah.
Steve went out
I
this
know
door.
Steve probably needed you for something too. So
No, he's
please.
finished working.
Okay, he's done for the day.
Yeah,
I'm coming
he's
off a back injury, so I'm gonna blame that.
Oh, here we go.
I gotta make the excuse early. You know,
Back injury.
I can't
Oh,
lose.
it's cold out here.
Hey, I'm sweating. SD Nation, thank you so much for tuning in and spending time with Mr. Hit It Again and the Long Stroker. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Please
Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a golfer to tell a golfer. Tell a business person to tell a business person. Everybody can get something out of this. Stroke Daddy, baby. Out.